used to sit down to study English, open my book, and then suddenly remember that I needed to check something really important online.
Something really important, like what?
Like whether dogs can eat watermelon.
That is extremely important information.
I know, right? And then 30 minutes later, I was watching a video about how cheese is made in Italy, and my English book was just sitting there, looking at me with disappointment.
The book was judging you.
Deeply. It had that quiet, sad energy.
Okay, I completely understand this because I once sat down to practice English speaking, and 2 hours later I was reading about why penguins cannot fly.
Did you find out why?
Yes, and now I know something that helps 0 people in real life.
But you did not practice English.
I did not practice English.
So today, we are going to talk about something that every single person struggles with.
Focus. Real focus. Not the kind where you look busy but actually do nothing useful.
The real kind. The kind that actually helps you move forward.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Mr. English Podcast.
Your friendly, warm, and very real place to practice easy English every single day.
I am James.
And I'm Emma. And today, we're going to talk about how to focus like a pro.
What actually helps, what you should avoid, and how to keep going when your brain wants to quit.
And we're going to do all of this in very simple, easy, everyday English.
So if you're a beginner, do not worry, we're here with you.
And if this episode feels helpful, please subscribe to Mr. English Podcast right now.
And share it with one friend who also struggles to focus.
Because trust me, that friend exists. That friend is probably you.
Okay, let's get into it.
So, James, I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
When was the last time you sat down to do something important and actually finished it without getting distracted?
That's a hard question.
Take your time.
Okay, I think it was last Tuesday. I made a cup of tea, I sat down, I said to myself, James, today you were going to read for 30 minutes. And I did it.
Wow. And what was different about that day?
My phone was in another room.
That's the whole secret. Episode over.
Okay, maybe not the whole secret, but it was a big part of it.
I think a lot of people listening right now can relate to this. You want to focus, you really do, but something always pulls your attention away.
Always. It could be your phone, it could be a sound outside, it could be a thought inside your head.
Or hunger.
Oh yes, the moment you sit down to study, suddenly you are the most hungry person in the world.
It happens every time. I'm not hungry at all. Then I open my notebook and suddenly my stomach says, "Hey, did you forget about me?"
Your stomach is very strategic.
Very. So today we want to talk about focus in a real, honest, and kind way.
Because the problem is not that you're a bad person.
No.
The problem is that focusing is actually hard, and nobody teaches us how to do it properly.
Exactly. We all know we should focus, but nobody really explains what that means in real life.
So let's start with the first big question. What even is focus?
Great place to start. Because I think a lot of people think focus means sitting still and staring at something for hours.
And not moving, and not blinking, like a statue.
Like a very serious statue.
Yes, but that's not what focus really is.
So what is it? Focus means giving your full attention to one thing for a period of time. That's it. Just one thing.
One thing. Not 5 things, not 3 things, one.
And that sounds simple, right?
It sounds very simple, and it's also very hard.
Because our world is full of things that want our attention.
Every second, our phone makes a sound, a notification appears, someone sends a message, a video starts playing automatically.
And our brain says, "Ooh, what's that?"
And we look, and then we're gone.
So the first thing to understand is that losing focus is not your fault. It's designed to happen.
Wait, designed?
Yes, apps and websites are built to pull your attention. They want you to keep looking. They want you to keep scrolling.
So every time you open social media to just check one thing,
You're walking into a very clever trap,
that is both very interesting and very scary.
right? So knowing this helps because now you can say, "I'm not weak. I'm just dealing with something very powerful."
And you need a plan.
You need a plan. A real, simple, doable plan.
Okay, so let's talk about what actually helps. What are the real things that help you focus better?
Yes, and I want to start with something that sounds almost too simple.
Go ahead.
Decide what you're going to do before you sit down.
That's it?
That's step one.
Okay, explain more.
So many people sit down to study or work and they don't have a clear plan. They just think, I will study English today. But that's too big and too unclear.
Right. Study English could mean 100 different things.
Exactly. So instead, try saying something very specific, like, I will read 5 sentences out loud, or I will listen to 1 podcast episode, or I will write 3 sentences about my day.
Small and clear.
Small and very clear, because when your task is clear, your brain knows what to do, and when your brain knows what to do, it's easier to start.
And starting is actually one of the hardest parts.
Yes, most people think the hard part is the middle, but for me, it's always the beginning.
Same. I can sit in front of my notebook for 10 minutes and just look at it.
Because you're waiting to feel ready.
Yes, and the ready feeling never comes.
It never does. This is one of the biggest lies we tell ourselves. I'll start when I feel ready.
And ready never arrives.
Never. So one small trick that really helped me was this. I told myself, just start for 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
2 minutes. That is all. And almost every time after 2 minutes, I kept going.
Because you broke the first wall.
Exactly. The first wall is starting. Once you start, continuing becomes easier.
That is really good advice. Small start, big result.
Yes. And the second thing that really helps, your environment.
Environment means your surroundings, the place where you are.
Yes. And this matters so much more than people think. If your study area is messy, noisy, or full of distractions, your brain will struggle.
I learned this the hard way. I used to try to study while sitting on my couch with the TV on in the background.
The TV was on?
Just for noise, I told myself.
And how did that work?
I watched 3 episodes of a cooking show and learned nothing.
But you probably learned some new recipes.
I learned how to make pasta in 4 different ways.
Useful, but not English.
Not English. So now I have one small corner in my apartment, a small desk, a lamp, and nothing else on the desk except what I need.
And how is that working?
Much, much better, because when I sit there, my brain knows, okay, this is work time.
That is so important. Your brain connects places with activities. If you always study in the same spot, your brain starts to prepare itself automatically when you go there.
So the place trains your brain.
The place trains your brain. You don't even have to think about it.
That is really powerful.
And the third thing that helps, this one might surprise people.
Tell me.
Rest.
Rest?
Yes, real, actual rest. Not scrolling on your phone, not watching videos, real rest.
Like sitting quietly.
Like sitting quietly, taking a walk, closing your eyes for 5 minutes, looking out a window.
That counts as rest?
Real rest means giving your brain a break from information, because your brain is like a muscle.
If you use it too much without rest,
it gets tired, and a tired brain cannot focus.
So pushing through when you're exhausted is actually not helpful.
It is not helpful. It just makes you feel worse and do worse work.
I wish someone had told me this earlier. I used to think that studying more hours meant learning more.
And?
And I was very tired and very confused and learned very little.
Because quantity is not the same as quality.
Quality means doing good work even if it's for a shorter time.
Exactly. 2 focused hours are better than 6 tired, distracted hours.
I believe this now, fully.
Good. Now, let's talk about what to avoid, because knowing what helps is important, but knowing what hurts is just as important.
The danger zone.
Yes, the focus danger zone. Okay, first big thing to avoid, and everyone knows this, but nobody wants to hear it.
Your phone.
Your phone.
There it is.
I know, but hear me out, because I'm not saying throw your phone in the river.
That would be expensive advice.
Very expensive. What I am saying is, during your focus time, put your phone somewhere you can't see it.
Not just face down on the desk.
Not face down on the desk. In another room, in your bag, in a drawer.
Because even when the phone is face down, your brain still knows it's there.
Yes, research actually shows this. Even when you don't look at your phone, just knowing it's nearby uses some of your brain energy.
So my brain is thinking about my phone even when I'm not using it?
If it's close to you, yes. Part of your brain is waiting for it, expecting something.
That's wild.
I know. So the solution is simple. Distance. Put it far away during focus time.
Okay, second thing to avoid.
Doing too many things at the same time. Multitasking.
Multitasking, like answering a message while reading a book.
Or watching a video while eating and checking your email at the same time.
I do all three of these things together at lunch.
James.
I know.
So here's the problem. When you try to do many things at the same time, you're not actually doing them all together.
What do you mean?
Your brain can't actually focus on two things at the same time. What it does is it switches very fast, back and forth, back and forth.
So I'm not multitasking, I'm just switching very quickly.
Yes, and every switch costs you energy and time and attention.
So I end up doing three things badly instead of one thing well.
Exactly. One thing at a time is always better.
That is hard to accept, but I believe you.
The fourth thing to avoid is waiting for the perfect moment.
Oh, this one is very personal.
Is it?
I used to say, I'll study when I have 2 full quiet hours with nobody around and perfect lighting and a fresh cup of coffee.
And how often did that happen?
Never, because something always happened. The coffee was wrong, or my neighbor was loud, or I was a little tired.
So you waited for perfect and got nothing.
I got very good at waiting.
That is a skill, but not a useful one. The truth is, the perfect moment doesn't exist. The good moment is right now, even if it's a little noisy, even if you only have 15 minutes.
15 imperfect minutes can still move you forward.
Yes, always. A small step forward is still forward.
I love that.
And the fourth thing to avoid is being too hard on yourself when you get distracted.
Oh, this is important.
Because getting distracted is going to happen. It's normal. It's human. Your mind will wander. You'll think about something else. You'll check your phone once.
And then many people feel terrible about it.
Yes. They say things like, I'm so bad at this. I can never focus. I'm hopeless.
And then that feeling makes it even harder to go back.
Exactly. So instead, when you notice you got distracted, just say simply, okay, I lost focus. Let me come back.
That's it?
That's it. No drama, no big story, just come back.
Without punishing yourself.
Without punishing yourself. Because the goal is not to never get distracted. The goal is to notice when you are distracted and come back.
Come back quickly and kindly.
Come back quickly and kindly. That is the real skill.
I like that a lot, because I think many learners give up not because they cannot focus, but because they feel so bad when they lose focus.
Yes, and that guilt or shame stops them from trying again.
So the kindness is actually part of the strategy.
Being kind to yourself is not soft or weak. It is smart because it keeps you in the game.
Keeps you going.
Keeps you going.
Okay, so now I want to talk about keeping going, because starting is one thing. Getting back up after losing focus is another thing, but continuing over days and weeks, that is a whole different challenge.
That is the long game.
And many people are great for 1 or 2 days. Then day 3 arrives and motivation disappears.
Like a very rude guest who leaves without saying goodbye.
Exactly like that. So how do you keep going?
Okay, first thing, make it easy. Not easier, easy.
Explain that.
People often make their goals very big. I will study English for 2 hours every day. And that sounds great. But when life gets busy, 2 hours feels impossible.
So you skip it.
You skip 1 day, then 2 days, then a week, and then you feel guilty and you stop completely.
So what is the solution?
Make the goal so small that it is almost impossible to say no to.
Like what?
Like 1 sentence in English every day. Just 1 sentence.
1 sentence.
One sentence written in a notebook or said out loud. One sentence.
That feels too easy.
That is the point, because if it is too easy, you will always do it, even on your worst day.
Because I can always find time for one sentence.
Always. And some days you will do one sentence and feel good and do 5 more, but the minimum is 1.
And that keeps the habit alive.
That is the key word. Habit. A small habit every day is more powerful than a big effort once a week.
Small and daily beats big and sometimes.
Always. This is one of the most important things I have learned about focus and consistency.
Consistency means doing something regularly, not perfectly, but regularly.
Yes, regularly, not perfectly. Perfectly is the enemy of consistency.
Perfectly is the enemy. I like that.
Because if you wait to do it perfectly, you often end up not doing it at all.
Second thing for keeping going?
Track your progress. Write it down.
Like keeping a record.
Yes, something very simple, a small notebook. Each day you do your English practice, you make a small mark, a check mark, a star, a simple dot, whatever you like.
And then after a few days, you have a line of marks.
And that line feels good. It feels like something real, something you built.
And you don't want to break the line.
Exactly. When you have 10 marks in a row, you really don't want day 11 to be empty.
So the line itself becomes motivation.
The line keeps you going. You're not studying for some big, invisible goal anymore. You're studying to protect your line.
That's genius. A little silly, but genius.
The best strategies are a little silly. They work because they match how our brain actually thinks.
I'm going to start doing this immediately. A little star every day.
Good stars for James.
I deserve them. Okay, third thing for keeping going?
Celebrate small wins.
Tell me more.
People often celebrate big things. I finished a course. I passed a test. I spoke in a meeting perfectly.
And those big things take a long time to arrive.
So you feel like you're working and working with no reward, and that feels discouraging.
Discouraging means it makes you want to stop.
Yes, so instead, celebrate the small things too. Today, I read for 10 minutes without getting distracted. That's amazing. Say it. Feel it.
Even if it feels small?
Especially if it feels small, because small wins add up, and they keep your energy positive.
Because positive energy keeps you moving.
Yes, your brain learns when I do this thing, I feel good, and it wants to feel good again, so it does the thing again.
So you're training your brain to enjoy the habit.
Slowly, yes. Over time, the habit starts to feel natural, even enjoyable.
And the fourth thing is?
Remember why you started.
Oh, simple but powerful.
When things get hard, when motivation is low, when you really don't feel like doing anything, go back to your reason.
Why did you start learning English?
For some people, it's work. For some people, it's travel. For some people, it's a dream of living in another country. For some people, it's connecting with family or friends.
Everyone has a reason.
Everyone has a reason. And when you feel like quitting, that reason is the thing that pulls you forward.
So maybe write your reason down somewhere you can see it.
Yes, put it on your wall, on your phone screen, in your notebook, somewhere visible.
So that on hard days you look up and you see it.
And you remember, I'm not doing this for today. I'm doing this for something bigger.
That's really moving.
It gets me every time too, because I remember when I was learning something new and I almost quit 3 times.
What kept you going?
I had written my reason on a small piece of paper on my desk, and every time I wanted to stop, I read it.
And it worked?
It worked, not always immediately, but it reminded me that the discomfort was worth it.
The discomfort is worth it. That's a sentence to remember.
Keep it. Use it.
Okay, so let's do a quick story, a real-life situation that pulls all of this together.
Yes, I love this. Real stories make things easier to understand.
So let me tell you about my friend. I'll call him Sam.
Hello, Sam.
Sam wants to improve his English. He has big plans. He downloads 3 apps, buys an online course, saves 40 YouTube videos to watch later, and joins 2 English groups online.
3 apps?
3 apps.
That's a lot of apps.
Very many apps. So on Monday, Sam is full of energy. He opens the first app, he does a lesson, he feels amazing. He tells his family he's going to speak perfect English by the end of the month.
Giggling. Big ambition.
Very big. Tuesday comes. He opens the app. But he also sees a notification from one of the groups. He goes to check it. There's an interesting discussion happening. He spends 40 minutes reading comments.
And the lesson?
The lesson is waiting.
Patiently.
Very patiently. Wednesday, Sam is a little tired. He thinks, today I'll just watch one YouTube video about English. That also counts. He watches one video, then another, then a funny video that is not about English at all. 2 hours pass.
Thursday.
Thursday, Sam does not feel like doing anything. He feels guilty about Wednesday. The guilt makes him feel bad. The bad feeling makes him want to avoid English completely.
So the guilt became the reason not to study.
Exactly. Friday, he tells himself, I'll start fresh next week. And the apps sit on his phone, unopened.
This story is very familiar to many people.
To almost everyone, I think.
So what should Sam have done differently?
Using everything we talked about today. First, Sam should have started with one small, clear plan, not 3 apps and 40 videos. Just one small thing per day.
One sentence, one lesson, one small practice.
Second, Sam's phone notifications pulled him away from his lesson. He should have turned them off during his study time.
Or put the phone far away.
Yes. Third, when he got distracted on Wednesday, instead of feeling terrible guilt, he should have said, okay, I got distracted. Tomorrow I will try again.
Without drama.
Without drama. Just come back. And fourth, Sam should have tracked his progress. Even if Tuesday was not perfect, he did something on Monday. That matters.
That counts.
And that line of marks would have helped him keep going on the hard days.
Because he could see the real evidence. I am doing this.
He could see his own progress.
Sam could still do this. Anyone listening who feels like Sam can still do this.
Yes, it is not about being perfect. It is not about never getting distracted.
It's about starting again, coming back, keeping the small habit alive.
Day after day.
Day after day.
Before we finish, I want to share one thing that changed how I think about focus completely.
Tell us.
I used to think focus was about being strong. Like if I could just force my brain to concentrate, I would be good.
Like willpower.
Yes, pure willpower. And I kept failing, and I kept thinking I was weak.
But
Then I realized that focus is not really about being strong. Focus is about making the right conditions for your brain.
setting up your environment.
Setting up your environment. Removing distractions before they appear, making the tasks small and clear, giving your brain real rest.
So focus is less about fighting and more about planning.
Exactly. You're not fighting your brain, you're working with it.
Working with your brain, not against it.
And that changed everything for me. Because now I don't feel bad when I get distracted. I just think, what in my environment made that distraction too easy?
And then you fix the environment.
And then I fix the environment. And it works.
That's a really beautiful way to think about it.
I think so too. And I hope it helps someone listening today.
I'm sure it will.
Let's do a quick summary before we say goodbye.
Yes, simple and clear.
What helps you focus?
1. Have a clear and small plan before you start. 2. Set up a quiet and simple space. 3. Give your brain real rest, not screen time.
What to avoid?
1. Your phone nearby during focus time. 2. Trying to do many things at once. 3. Waiting for the perfect moment. 4. Being too hard on yourself when you lose focus.
And how to keep going?
1. Make your goals so small it's easy. 2. Track your progress with marks or stars. 3. Celebrate every small win. 4. Remember your reason why.
That's the full picture.
Simple, doable, real.
You don't need to be a perfect person to focus well.
You just need a small plan, a kind attitude toward yourself, and the willingness to start again.
Start again every time.
Every single time.
Okay, English learners, that's our episode for today. We hope this felt useful and real, and maybe a little fun.
Because learning English should feel like a real conversation, not a boring lecture.
And that's what we try to do here every single time.
If this episode helped you even a little, please subscribe to Mr. English Podcast right now.
You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts.
And please share this episode with someone in your life who always says, "I'll start tomorrow."
because tomorrow is today, my friend.
That was very deep, James.
I have my moments.
And we really want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, what is your biggest problem with focus? Is it your phone? Is it starting? Is it keeping going?
Or maybe you have a focus trick that really works for you. Share it. Other learners need to hear it.
Yes, because the best learning happens together.
And every comment you leave, every experience you share, it helps build this little community of English learners we have here.
And we read every single one.
Every single one. We really do.
So don't be shy. Leave a comment. Start the conversation.
Your words in English, even imperfect ones, are always welcome here.
Always.
So, until next time, remember this.
Your brain is not your enemy. Your distraction is not your destiny.
And every small step forward, even if it's just one sentence today, is still a step in the right direction.
Keep going. You're doing better than you think.
See you in the next episode.
Bye for now, English learners. We're cheering for you.